Every business carries within itself an element of risk, and a business continuity plan is essential to businesses to help them identify, monitor, and respond to these risks. It also helps you have a planned response and gives you a feeling of control. And that feeling of control becomes essential in determining how well we recover from the disaster or the risk that we are facing at that moment. I think we all need to identify that the biggest risk COVID has put us in is the risk to our people. So the two things that I find very pertinent to address is your people element, and then connected to that would be your financial element. One of the key points would be to establish a communication protocol within your business. Right now, we have a lot of information flowing. So very quickly establish the communication. How's the communication going to go out? Who's responsible for putting the information together? Someone should be reviewing it. And then establishing a central point of communication for information to come back to you. With financial, I think identify the resources that are available to your business. Right now, there's a number of funding that is out there, both in terms of government funding and some private funding and sponsorships. I think it's essential to work out which one's applicable to your business and how do you get in touch for applying. The other element is also looking at financing. Most importantly, debt. This is something that we want to renegotiate. And again, get in contact with your accountant, and they can help you put a plan forward to your bank to say, let's restructure this debt that's going to put our business in the best position to actually recover financially from this pandemic. COVID has impacted everyone, but I think some of the industries that are hardest hit is probably hospitality and entertainment. And they have to very quickly think about what is their business model, and their business actually became redundant overnight, which mentally was very hard to cope with. We very quickly re-strategized that and turned them into a food supply business. People are restricted to being at home, but the one thing is we still want our food. We used a number of e-commerce platforms and a lot of digital marketing strategies to actually get that out there. Whilst it hasn't been able to completely bridge the revenue loss, it has been able to bridge them in the sense of it still keeps their business viable, keeps their branding out there, keeps them relevant within the market. So when we do recover from this crisis and we start coming out of the COVID pandemic, their branding is still out there. And when we think food supply or we think catering events, we still have their company name at the forefront.